think the forthcoming John Mayne seminar, One Heart, One Hope, Indigenous Wisdom and the Future of Humanity, comes at a profoundly important moment in the life of the world. It's becoming a bit of a cliche to say that the pandemic is revealing the extent of our interconnectedness, the profound interconnectedness between the human and the natural worlds, and the interconnectedness between peoples. And yet at the same time, it reveals the fractures, the alienation, the ways in which the damage we are doing to the whole by an unthinking application of a very kind of dualistic value system. Comes out of the European tradition and has been enthusiastically embraced by many cultures, including here in Australia. We find ourselves alienated from nature and from the depth dimensions of our own humanity and from community. And Indigenous peoples the world over have been the ones who've particularly suffered the impact of this alienating colonisation of humanity and the natural world. And here in Australia, again, we know that very well with the impact on Australia's Indigenous people by colonisation, often accompanied by horrendous violence. And yet, only now are we beginning to recognise that in these very Indigenous cultures that have been often so devalued and neglected by the dominant worldview, that in these cultures there is the wisdom that is needed for our healing and for the emergence of a vision of human being which is much more holistic, much more integrated, much more understanding the connections between self and community and between humanity and the natural world. And I think that it's especially important at the moment that there be a dialogue and exchange between the contemplative traditions of the major religions, and here especially the contemplative practice of Western Christianity, an engagement with that natural contemplative wisdom of Indigenous communities, that this awareness and vision be nourished and developed in conversation and in exchange, which hopefully leads to the reconciliation between peoples as well as a much more integrated and flourishing human being in the world. So I'm excited by this seminar. I expect that great fruits will emerge from it, and I hope that as a World Community for Christian Meditation and well beyond, this seminar will kind of lead us into a deeper engagement with all of these issues over time.